From Columbus, Ohio, this is the Get Business Credit YouTube channel with your host, Josh Van Horn. Subscribe now and hit the bell notification right now to stay up to date as soon as we release new business credit gems. Take it over, Josh.
Hey, what's up? It's Josh with the Get Business Credit YouTube channel. In today's video, we're going to be going over a hotel Net 30 account, motel. It's Motel 6. It's a Net 30 account. This may not be for everybody, but this is for those that are, say, in the transportation business that just needs to have a place to stay. If you're going over the road trucking or something, that's why I'm putting this video out. I did speak to their corporate department and got some data points. So that's what I'm bringing you today. So as you guys know, Motel 6 used to be not the nicest, to say the least, but over the last 5-6 years, they've really renovated all the locations, and they're a lot nicer than they used to be. So they offer a Net 30 account. I spoke to the corporate department, got some data points. That's what I'm going to share with you guys today. Before I do that, if you please hit that subscribe button if you're not already a subscriber, because I'm constantly putting out different business credit gems that may be helpful to your business. I'd really appreciate you to hit subscribe and turn all bell notifications on. So without further ado, let's get into it. Let me change my screen so you can see a bit bigger. So they offer a Corporate Plus program, and this is not useful for anybody that's just looking to get a trade line, okay? There's a minimum spend, $10,000 a year. That may sound like a lot, but it's really not. If you're in the trucking business, that's about 125 nights a year. And it doesn't just have to be 125 nights per person just for the corporate account. That's the kind of the minimum requirements. You don't have to prepay it or anything like that. They also give you corporate discounts. It does not report to any business credit bureau, but you can get it reported to Dun & Bradstreet if you have the credit builder, and with eCredible to, say, Equifax. Why I'm bringing this information to you guys, because there's a lot of subscribers that are in the trucking business and may need to stay in a hotel. And this is a way to leverage it, especially if you're spending $300, $400 a week on hotels. This is a way that you can, leverage the business credit. Okay. So like it says here, like I said, it's not going to be a long video. I'll have the link in the description below. I'm not a partner with them. I did get all the information from them. They have over 1,400 locations. You get lower rates than, say, like somebody just checking in or making a reservation. You're going to get lower rates, corporate rates. There's a streamlined booking process. It's kind of like a fuel card in a way. Centralized billing. And they have a custom landing page, which it's not a big deal or whatever. But then you got also priority customer service. And so you can see down here where it says centralized online billing and payment portal with 24 access to invoices, account balances, complete payment transaction history, and ability to make and schedule payments online. Security for virtual pay, ACH options, direct bills only available for qualified companies. And then you just hit click here. I'll take that to show you guys that in a minute. But I'll just give you some basic data points. They don't, like I said, they don't report to the business credit bureaus. But you can self-report the account to Dun & Bradstreet and possibly Equifax as well if you have the credit builder and, say, eCredible. So that's an option. But like I said, not everything's about reporting. You could also use them as a trade reference because, on business credit applications, there's usually 2 or 3 to 4 application sections that say business trade line references. You could use Motel 6, and it's a very credible company, So, like I said, besides the minimum spend, $10,000 a year, it sounds like a lot, but if you do the math, it's really not that much, especially if you're in the transportation business. Now, they do pull Equifax Business, which this is pretty rare because most of the time they're going to pull, most of the trade lines will pull Dun & Bradstreet or Experian Business. But I confirmed with the corporate sales that they actually pull Equifax Business. Depending how strong your Equifax Business credit profile is, they may or may not pull your Experian. So for personal, they're going to pull Experian personal. And they're going to only pull that if you're kind of weak on Equifax trade lines. So it may be worth it to get an inquiry with, Experian personal, if that's the case. But I asked, what's the minimum FICO score for that? There is no personal FICO score. They said it's on a case-by-case basis, so they're not looking for just a credit score. And what was the other data points that so they give you a net 30 account. You're going to just basically pay it just like you would, like, say, a fleet card or fleet gas card. It's kind of like the same thing. There's an application. Sorry, I didn't have it pulled up here, but I will show you guys the application, have a link in it as well in the description below. But you basically are just going to put in your company name, contact name, email, phone number, estimated number of nights annual. You leave that blank. I can tell you that they're going to kind of want to see 125 to 150 nights per year. Like I said, it may sound like a lot, but if you're in the transportation business, that's probably not too much. And then you can just put comments if you have any comments to request or whatever, and just hit submit, and it's going to go to one of the reps. They will reach back out to you by email and give you the application. I will also have the application and the link in the description below so you could fill it out. It's like a 1-2 page application. It's not a bad deal if you're using hotels a lot. I should say motels. But anyways, that's all for this video. Put any comments in the comment section below if you have any questions at all. I did go back and forth with corporate sales rep. So that's all. Hopefully somebody found this helpful, especially if you're in the transportation business. Okay. Till next time, you guys take care. Please smash that thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe if you're not already a subscriber. Thanks again. Bye-bye.